Welcome to the Connect Show, Texas. I'm back with my boo thing. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, everyone. I'm so glad to be back.
So happy you're back. If you're new to the Connect Show, Texas, each week we are diving into just different business topics and, of course, learning from boss babes who are leveling up. So if you are an entrepreneur or an executive or just looking to reach your next dimension, this is the show for you. And I'm so excited you're back, Michelle Hammonds, our amazing co-host. Now, our girl Wendy, she's off today. She'll be in Midland, Texas next week at our Kentucky Derby event. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for today because we are kicking things off with all things content, which you're good at. If you are new to the show or new to the Michelle Hammonds, Michelle has more than 200. Oh, we gonna brag on you this morning, girl. You've got more than 250,000 followers, community members on your Instagram. Every time I go to Michelle's page, she posts a video. There's 40,000 views, 50,000 views. This is her own personal space. So let's talk social media content creation. It's the bread and butter right now. I've noticed that everyone talks about content like radio podcasts, and content is shifting. What tips do you have for us, Michelle? We're trying to get like you, girl. What do we need to do to build the community, to build the following, and to get people attracted to what we have to offer?
Yes, I think first off, thank you for all the hype. You're amazing too. I love you so much. And
I know, I love
really
you too.
believe you guys, we have to be clear about why we're doing what we're doing. This is a life coach in me. We have to have clear understanding of who we are serving on the platform, because you get on the platform and you make it all about yourself, then literally, people will trickle off because they're like, man, how people get on, they have a short, limited amount of time and they want to be inspired. They want to be inspired from the inside out, not just motivated from the outside in. They want something that's going to stir something within them to take action and live up to their full potential. People are looking for all these resources to live up to their potential. But are you giving them something that's going to help them in their business, in their personal life, in their health? We're talking about some health stuff going on today. And what are you doing to serve your community? So that is the number one question to ask. The next question is to ask, how are you going to go about and do that? There's so many different resources for us to do that, from YouTube to Reels to TikTok to Instagram to Facebook. The resources are limitless if you are willing to face a fear, to break through limited mindsets, to build a team, build a community, learn leadership skills in order to move forward so you can start building momentum. Because here's the thing, success is not an overnight thing. Natalie and I, we both know that. We both have been working and hustling and praying and serving and loving while we build community. And it's taken years to build community. So don't think that if you do one post and with no consistency that you're going to grow, because it's the consistency. I heard this really great quote that success is not in one grand gesture, but it is the consistency, the daily habits of consistency that build you into a momentum that will shift perspective, shift your business, shift people's hearts and lives, and make your whole community better.
So Michelle, let me ask you. I love that. I'm taking notes. And Michelle, if you are a part of the Connect Network, get excited. She is teaching our August mastermind. She's going to teach us how to level up, teach us how to find 250,000 people on the internet world that will love us, right? And work with us. And she's a life coach, but you are very blessed because you do incorporate God in all you do. And I personally believe that is a piece or portion of your success today. Michelle, so much more with you coming up after the break. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break and be right back.
Today I want to talk to you about appraisals. An appraisal is an opinion of value based on sold history in a given period of time. If you're going to get a mortgage, In most cases, the lender is going to want an appraisal to make sure the home is worth what you're borrowing. But what do you do when you're buying in a market that's appreciating and prices are going up, and possibly people are offering over asking price? Does it mean you're paying too much? Possibly. Or you may be on the early end of an appreciating market, and there's not a lot of sold history back there to show this is the market. I always tell my clients, buying a home doesn't have to be the smartest financial decision you have to make. It can simply be the best decision for your family. And since you decide when you sell the house, you can choose to sell in a market that's appreciated.
Well, welcome back to the Connect Show, Texas. So our first guest today is here to help people rewire their mindset, right? Have you ever had to do that? Just kind of sit back, think again, let it come to you again. And really you're just rewiring their thoughts, allowing them to create momentum, right? You just talked about momentum toward achieving their fullest potential. So please help me welcome Grace Brown, aka the Mindset Coach.
Hey ladies, how are you?
Great.
Yeah, good
so,
morning.
so glad you're here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, Grace. So you actually come from a military background. I feel so inspired by you because it takes such a disciplined person and someone with such a huge heart and compassion and drive to go into the military. That is such an incredible career. Do you feel that your military background really influenced this new endeavor?
Yes, I do, Michelle, because for one, you have to have that mindset over matter mentality when you're in the military. It doesn't matter what's going on around you, if it's noise, if it's loud, whatever, if someone else is, going through something, you have to stay focused. You have to have that one track mind. And so it's the same thing whenever I got into this endeavor, is to stay focused on, my clients, on my avatar, where their needs are, not to make things about myself, but, how can I help them? How can I help them develop? How can I help them create that momentum in their life to move forward, and also having that discipline and being able to apply it, with my business and with my clients, it keeps them on track. And it's like, they come back like, okay, where have you been, my life, because people, we pick up, we dabble, and we get into this and we get into that, and we start so many different things. And, okay, it's like, now what? And a lot of times we think when we pick up these new toys or these new things to work with, we think, okay, I'm doing something, I'm getting somewhere, but we're just busy.
Grace, I'm so inspired by you. And to get even more personal with you today, when we visited by phone a week ago, you did share with me a little bit about your background and how you kind of got into this field. And being a veteran is a big part of your family. I know your father was also in the military and your son as well. And you shared that your son committed suicide. I wanted to point that out and have you share a little bit about that, because you're not just a coach. You are actually someone that's had to push through real life experiences. And here you are, shining, glowing, blessed. And someone at home today is suffering with something similar. This actually brought about depression for you. Let's talk about triggers in depression, how to push past suicide and pain that many of us have experienced with friends and family.
Yeah, exactly right. So with and thank you for acknowledging my son. I appreciate that. It will be 3 years this July, and so what I recognized as triggers for me was, one, that the fact that he did commit suicide, and you're never prepared for that, right? You're not really prepared for any triggers, but you're definitely not prepared for something like that. And throughout our lives, we have these different titles. We're CEOs, or we're analyst, or we're wife, we're niece. We have all these different titles, but what outranks any of those, if you're a mom, is typically your mom. That's your biggest title. And so when that is suddenly taken away from you, and you're like, this is what you identify with the most, even if your child is a grown-up child is away, that's still your child. But as a mom, you still want to be able to protect them, even if that means protect them from themselves. And so when you can't do that because they're far away, I felt completely stripped.
You are amazing. That's so good. You are good, Grace. You are good. I feel it. I feel it in you.
Grace, I literally had a moment. You're amazing. Okay, you market yourself and you talk about, you share about triggers and how to help people overcome triggers, and being such an incredible mindset, master your mindset coach. And it sounds like that could potentially be easy, but as you've shared this process, it seems so much deeper than such a surface coaching. It's so deep. I mean, you're getting to the root of someone's trigger.
Good,
So, can you talk a little bit more about that? It's so incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when it comes to, with the triggers and actually going deep, a lot of times, like you said, things, not just coaching, but, things, period, can be surface. And a lot of times we cover, we put a facade, we put a face to it, we put a mask to it, right? And so, but when we do that, we're denying this event or this trigger that's essentially a part of us. It's still a part of us, and it's something that we deny and cover up, typically because it's something we don't necessarily like about ourselves, right? Because the fact that it brings us up, how many times do we beat ourselves up because we made a mistake, or, oh, I can't believe I said that. And, we try to avoid it altogether, but not avoiding it, but recognizing why you said that.
I just want to thank you for sharing your story and being here with us. How can people work with you, call you? Like, I bet like a consultation with you, because I'm like you, like when I hung up, I was like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with her. She's so strong and amazing.
I know.
I know there are people that need you right now, Grace. How can they call you, find you, work with you?
They can reach me at, they can find me at www.momentumcoachingwithgrace.com. I am on social media at the Momentum Mindset Coach on Facebook and Instagram.
We are just getting started. Don't go anywhere. We have an integrative health practitioner joining us next to talk all things health. Who doesn't want to talk about living a better life, a healthy life? But first, we're going to chat with Christy. She's crushing it with Christy.
Yeah. So good. That's right. She's sharing today how to crush your goals with confidence and how to build a genuine connection while increasing your cash flow.
Welcome to Crush It with Christy. I'm Christy Primer, president of Primetime Consulting Services Incorporated. Today, I want to share a quick tip with you all about using the law of attraction to create the life and business that you desire. That tip is simply to feel the way you think that you would feel now when you have the thing then. So feel the way now that you think that you would feel if you had the money, the successful business, the relationship then. And I know that can sound confusing, but it's as simple as really tapping into that feeling and energetically becoming the woman who has the things you desire. To learn more about working with me or being a part of my community, please connect with me at my website or on Instagram, and we can dive deeper into your next level breakthrough.
Well, welcome back to the Connect Show, Texas. So our next guest is a health practitioner. We're all looking to get healthy and like skinny. Poor girl. And I'm like doing everything to not get healthy and skinny every day, wondering what's going on. I've been kind of bad this spring, but let's not talk about me. I'm going to take notes. Lexi Ortiz, she has got the deeds if you are looking to live a healthy lifestyle. Good morning, Lexi.
Hi, guys. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Natalie. Good to be here.
Good morning, Lexi.
Yes.
I'm so excited to have you on the show, Lexi. I know we talked about things, but it's just so wonderful when you connect with someone, years ago, and now we're here just seeing you be so successful, helping people, even through your own struggles, like how you've overcome, and now you're helping people level up their health. They're all about leveling up. So I know that you always want to be the best girlfriend. You're along for the ride in this health journey to help people have a healthy lifestyle. So besides educating others, and you're also building a community. Do you think that is something that's missing, the community aspect in the health realm?
Absolutely. We get better together. We get sick together and we get better together. So what my vision is to build a community of women who can encourage and inspire one another after learning all of the success mindset, the diet, the exercise, the nutrition, the stress management that I teach as an integrative health practitioner.
So, like Lexi, let's talk about it a little bit because you are a health coach, but you actually had a lot of health issues yourself.
Mhm.
So you one of my favorite songs, "Walk It Like You Talk It," walk, the whole thing.
I love it.
Walk it like I talk it. So you walk it like you talk it. Please expand on that. What were your health issues that you were going through, and how did this propel you into a whole new career?
Yeah, that's a great question. So in my 20s, my health got really poor to the point where like I just really wanted to give up on life. I mean, I just didn't think that I had a future. But I'm a person of faith, and I knew that that's not what was in the plan for me. So I dug deep, and I had to have a lot of courage, a lot of perseverance. I didn't have anyone helping me by my side, but I figured it out because conventional medicine just couldn't help me. They said everything was normal. And I found integrative health through functional medicine. And once I found that, I really started unlocking a lot of things in my life, realizing I had major mineral deficiencies, major toxicities with my gut. I had digestive health issues. I had anxiety, depression, to the point where I had panic attacks. And now that I'm in my 30s, I'm way healthier than I was in my 20s. And it's my passion to help other people who are in that situation get through.
And you also have some programs that people can jump on today. How can people work with you today? Because I know you have a detoxifying opportunity where we can just kind of just detox, right? Start from the top, clear out our systems. That's going to be my step one when I really get serious. I'm going to do a detox for like 7 days.
Yeah. So many.
What is that?
Yeah. So many of us have that like post-COVID, like
Yes.
hangover, for lack of a better word, right?
Girl.
So if you follow me on Instagram or if you go to my website, I recommend immediately ordering a 7-day detox. And it's a 7-day program. It comes with instructions. Feel free to DM me or email me if you need any assistance. But yeah, really knock that out. It's a great 7-day program that you're going to get great results, mental clarity, fatigue being reduced. And also you may lose 5 to 10 pounds, which, hey, no one hates that. Us as women don't hate that. Yeah.
So
well,
good.
Lexi, thank you so much for sharing. I feel like I've learned so much information. I want to do the detox. I want to do the lab test and just gain knowledge and have revelation on what step to take next. I feel like this is such an incredible resource. So tell people how they can find you.
Yes, please follow me on Instagram. Please come to my YouTube channel or my website. It's all out there for you to be a free resource. I want to offer as much free, valuable information as possible just to empower and educate you and launch you guys into a healthy lifestyle.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, everyone, don't go anywhere. I know you're enjoying the show with our incredible guest. But up next is we are going to the table with Tommy Vincent. We love her.
Love checking her out in her You Will series. It's really been so good. You will be successful. You will live an abundant life.
Amen.
Tommy Vincent, good morning. What do you have for us today?
You are at the table with Tommy Vincent, where there's always a seat with your name on it. This week from the You Will, let's talk about I Will Nourish Me. Now, nourishment is often defined by the foods that we put into our body. But let's talk about the other things that we're putting inside of ourselves. Let's deal with social media. You curate your social media feed by deciding on who you will follow. Does it make you feel good about who you are, or does it cause you to question who you are? The reason why I created the Stay a While podcast was because I wanted to make a table that was a safe space. And that's what the Stay a While table is all about. Our opportunity to come together, to have conversations that are nourishing, that feed our soul, that are uplifting. Your hard work for this week is to make sure that you are doing things that are going to nourish you, that are going to cause you to flourish and cause you to grow. So choose wisely what you allow to come in so that you ensure that you are nourishing yourself in a way that is going to ensure your growth. and flourishing beyond measure. Remember, life happens at the table, so please meet me here.
Well, welcome back to the Connect Show, Texas. So our next guest is a woman that actually brought, okay, ladies, if you're into skincare, this woman brought I'm going to say it wrong. Salicylic. Good grief. Let me just bring her in. This is the Karen Ballou, owner of Immunocologie. Yes, get your phone, get your iPad. Yes. Hi, Karen.
Let me get this on the camera here. Hi. Wow. You did good. Salicylic acid.
Salicylic acid. You know, we see the commercials where, Jennifer Aniston pops in or Carrie Washington pops in and they talk about their skin and the salicylic acid that I'm not pronouncing correctly. You actually brought that to the skincare industry. So we are with a veteran this morning, and you now have your own skincare line after years of working with Elizabeth Arden, Immunocologie. It's amazing. You're astounding. And today we're going to talk about all things beauty and how you formed your brand. So tell us about Immunocologie.
Well, first of all, it's a natural, clean skincare brand that I brought to market about 7 years ago after having Hodgkin lymphoma and having spent my whole career in the cosmetic industry. What was really, really important was being able to bring something to all of us women and men, clean and healthy skincare. And so after having the experience that I had with cancer, I knew from being in the cosmetic industry, we use so many chemicals. And I know your guest before was all about gut health. Well, you know what? Skin health is really important because the more we put on our skin, the more it goes into our body. And so we women use about anywhere between 55 to 100 chemicals every day. So not good. So for me, being able to go in and develop immunocology, which means a study of the skin's immunity, I'm just going to show this just as you see with the packaging here. It's black and white, very simple, clean, natural, but it's also about giving the skin the support. So as you talk about the skin, the gut health, I call this the skin health.
You're going to be teaching us beauty secrets, beauty tips. So give us 2 or 3 of your top selling products that we can go out and buy today.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Natalie. Well, first of all, the Vital Clay Mask, which is really one of our top seller. It is our top seller because
I have one.
Yeah.
I got a little basket. Everyone needs to order what I got. I got the whole kit.
I need one.
Yeah, you need some. We'll get some out there. And then is our Vital Ionic Mist. And, this works great with the mask going on right now. So these are 2 great products, one to hydrate your skin and one to detox. And the mask itself, it's a great size, great value, will last a long time. You just need a little bit. And one of the things about this is that those 2 products, but one product I love sharing with everyone, which is one of our best sellers, is our Super 7. It takes the place of your retinol, your vitamin C, but it also has snail mucin in it. And, as I'm always about doing something new and different, the snail mucin has its own peptides, which helps to remove dead skin cells. But at the same time, it refreshes and it hydrates because it has its own hyaluronic in there. Then with our clay water, it also has burgundy grapeseed in it. But most of all, those are the 3 products I would say. The Vital Clay Mask, the Vital Ionic Mist, which has no fragrance or dye in it, and then also the Super 7, which is so enriched, and you can use it under your moisturizers. But everything is to empower the skin and to make sure that you're using something with Immunocologie that is healthy, that I've actually personally go in and I work with our botanists and our chemists to make sure these ingredients are healthy for you, healthy for your body. So it's that gut check for your gut, and it's your health for your skin.
Okay, everyone, thank you so much for coming. Tell people at home how they can buy your product.
go to www.immunocologie.com. And you can also find us on Instagram and also on Facebook. But go www.immunocologie.com. Look forward to seeing you. And I know my beauty advisors and brand ambassadors are looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah. What's Immunocologie? Karen, thank you so much. We will take a quick break and be right back.
This week's tech tip is going to be a couple of ways that you can utilize technology to help you build your brand. And ways number one is going to be your email address. When you're interacting with a brand new client, do you want to give them an email address that's amywithcompanyabc.com @gmail.com? Or do you want to give them, hey, reach out to me at amy@companyabc.com? It's a simple way. It helps to build your reputation, build your brand, and give legitimacy to you. The second thing is, what's your website look like? How often have you checked on your website? How often do you update it? One of the suppliers that we work with actually can do a search engine optimization for basically to look and see how your website is performing across all the different search engines. And you want to check your website at least quarterly, just make sure the information on there is up to date, make sure with current trends are showing up. It's something to think about.
Welcome back to the Connect Show, Texas. And, Michelle, I think you said you heard your kids. Mine are popping in. What a great Saturday, Mick. And just another fun, amazing show with so many great pieces of advice and stories shared today from women. I mean, Grace, how amazing. First off, I can't even believe she had a 21-year-old. She looks 21. She does. Losing her son and pushing through and motivating other women when you can give up. Wow. You talk about a boss babe.
Yes, everyone, thank you for joining us. If you're enjoying all of this girl boss magic, make sure you check out our YouTube channel and you can binge watch it Netflix style at Natalie's Network. You're not going to want to miss an episode. We love to inspire and empower you to level up in your life and in your business. So everyone shout, wave to it. Natalie's son is alive. Love it. That is
say bye, Mick. Say see you next week. Say bye. Michelle, thank you. I'm so glad you're back. And our partner in crime, Wendy Morales, will be with us next week. But hey, guess what? If you don't have your ticket for casino night at the Kentucky Derby, get it right away. You can go to theconnectonline.com. We have a few VIP tables left. And we also have general admission. So come on by. We have the Zach Webb Band performing. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. And it's just going to be so much fun. Our host from the South Florida show will also be with us. So super excited. And you guys just make it a great Saturday, and we'll see you next week.